All right, folks, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a trip. We're going to take a trip back to the early 2000s, and we're going to talk about a time that existed where games were just made to be enjoyable. Yep, I know it might be hard to believe. The games were just made for the sakes of being games, and companies, they just competed to give you the best game possible. And there were no battle passes, there was no premium XP boosts or anything like that, no $30 cosmetics, just gameplay. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's probably like a couple loot boxes thrown in there, but it wasn't to the point where it would just destroy the gaming experience. As casual gamers, we don't need to keep burning $70 on every new drop, soon to be 80 thanks to Nintendo, but we can eat good with the classics. It's your boy Grandpa Casual, and today I'm showing you 8 older games that still go hard in 2025. So if you're burnt out on the grindy nonsense and just want games that fit your life, stick around, grab a seat in your favorite chair, and let's talk about it. Coming in at number 8, we got Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty. These games play like the old espionage thrillers, all right? They had the drama, they were weird because it was a Kojima thing, and they were immersive in all the right ways. And playing Solid Snake was definitely a power fantasy or just a coolness fantasy that every kid wanted to take part in. You get the slick suit, you get to sneak through vents. It was like Cold War era cool. When I had to call Octocon to save the game, I'm like, man, this really, really brings it back to the days when I used to have to look up guides to play games where the games didn't really tell me what to do and I had to figure it out, or I had to pay attention really to the environment and what was going on within the game to figure out, hey, how do I get past this part? Man, those were the days, man. It was a lot less handholdy back then. Don't get me wrong, today we still have some like the FromSoft games like Elden Ring, but these were just a different experience altogether, from the combat, the controller schemes, to the map layouts, to how you actually went about playing the game. It was definitely a different time, a different era. Metal Gear Solid 2 really is like a time capsule because it still holds that flair that really gives it its own unique twist. So this is one definitely worth hopping back into. And if you never played it, it's definitely one to check out and really experience. And at number 7, we got Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. This one right here, man, is like, if you want that power fantasy of being an augmented agent tricked out to the brim with tech, then yeah, this is it right here. Agent Jensen, man, taking on the Illuminati. Man, that takes me back. I remember what made these games hit was how you play, because you could sneak, you could hack, you could go loud, you could go lethal, you could play it clean, you could play it dirty. There's something about this game. It just has this feel to it, with every takedown being a cutscene. It went out of his way to try to make you feel cool, make you feel powerful, and really make you feel like that augmented agent at the end of the day. The Deus Ex series as a whole is really a slow burn, but it's so worth it, man. It's a great story. It's a deep story, and one that'll really have you on the edge of your seat if you're really into those type of things. So if you're a casual gamer who really likes depth without being overwhelmed and really want that classic feel, this is definitely gold right here, man. And at number 6, we got Gears of War. This was the heyday of cover-based combat right here, right? Before the Division stuff, there was Gears of War, all right? There was Phoenix, there was Coltrane, there was War, it was gory. You had Phoenix saying, oh yeah, when you hit that perfect reload. Man, this game right here, this is one that really stood the test of time. And even today, you can still hop into Gears of War and have a great time, in my opinion. It's a linear game, you know what I'm saying? It's straightforward, it's satisfying though. And beneath all of that gore and stuff, there's actually a solid story there with themes of loss. You got brotherhood, survival. It's definitely a series where you can remember the moments, like those big set piece moments, the characters for sure, the music. Man, listen, if you missed this series, I don't know how you would miss this series, but if you missed this series, you definitely owe it to yourself to catch up and just check it out. Sometimes you don't really need open worlds or side quests. Sometimes you just want to chainsaw an alien in half and duck behind a crate, and that's what this is, and you'll get a lot of that from Gears of War. And at number 5, we got Crash Bandicoot. Crash is proof that you don't need realism or fancy graphics to have fun. This right here reminds me of family. And frustration, because some of the levels just like, even now I will play some of these levels and I'm like, man, like, wow, now I understand why I used to rage when I was a kid playing this game. I guess because even though a lot of the stages may have been tough or just weird and I couldn't figure them out, they were all bite-sized enough that when you got through them, it was really satisfying, and it left enough in the tank for you to go and do another one. It's one of those addicting kind of games, man. Like, what more could you really ask for? Tight controls, clever level design, and a spinning marsupial with sneakers. Like, what else do you need, man? It's perfect when you want to play something low stress but still something engaging. And honestly, until you hit the bridge levels, it becomes a platformer from hell. So if you haven't played Crash for some reason, or haven't played Crash in a very long time, this just exists to let you know that you can still play Crash 1, 2, and 3 and have an awesome time even in 2025. And at number 4, we got Battlefield 4. Man, like as a military veteran myself, I'm gonna say that the sound design in this game is bar none. In terms of realism and accuracy, I don't think that there's a shooter that has better sound design than Battlefield 4. Listen, I played Battlefield 4 right after one of my tours in the army, and I'm like, man, this like just coming out of combat, I'm like, all of this sounds so real. How did they get this? Super accurate. Not to mention the gameplay is snappy. The guns perform as they should. The bullet drop. It had every single thing that you can ask, especially as a military guy. This is just a military shooter that just got it. You know, the campaign had energy. The multiplayer had chaos. From the gun handling to the squad comms, BF4 really captured intensity in a way few shooters ever have. Having your teammate shout out, "Hey, nice shot, Rucker." It was just everything just worked. It just worked so well. And even in 2025, it still hits. It's high octane. It has high stakes, and it's still a blast with friends. And the multiplayer community still exists. There's a few servers out there, but there's still active servers, still with people playing multiplayer. This game had everything, man. You know, you had the vehicle driving, you could swim, you could fly. It's just like, man, it's just the dream of anybody that loves these type of games. I'm not going to ramble too much on this one because I could talk about this whole day, but this is definitely one that you could still play in 2025 and have an amazing time. And at number 3, we got Halo 2. So when you want to talk about peak Halo, I know everybody has their opinion, everybody has their favorites. But for me, I'm going to say it's Halo 2. Man, listen, not only does Halo 2 hold up visually thanks to the anniversary edition, it still plays like a dream. There's something special about early Halo, man. That military tone in the backdrop, the weight of the story, the satisfying pop of every gun. I don't know, man, but I miss when Halo felt like war, and playing as the Arbiter for the first time was so legendary. I haven't played this one in a while, and after hopping back into it, I'm like, man, I knew this was good, but this is good, man. Overwhelmingly good. This is one of the few that I played for this list where I kind of almost messed up the list because I didn't want to stop playing the game. Halo 2 is definitely good. It's definitely a great time. And it definitely takes Halo back to a point where it was at the top when it was Xbox's #1 thing. Oh man, Master Chief Collection is definitely a dream. It's definitely worth playing. And if you have never ever engaged with Halo, Combat Evolved's age is definitely showing, but definitely number 2, number 3, ODST, Reach. All of these games right here are just from an era when games were just a totally different thing, where it was about making the coolest thing and giving you the best experience. And Halo was just one of the ones that did it best. And even in 2025, it's still a blast. At number 2, we got Grand Theft Auto 4. As a New Yorker myself, Grand Theft Auto 4 was it for me, all right? It was a recreation of the city that I grew up in. Like, I couldn't ask for more. They did it right. And to this day, I have zero complaints about Grand Theft Auto 4. It's still one of my favorites. I love 5. 5 is great, but 4 is just, I don't know. I feel like they made that game for me. Don't get me wrong, I could see the upgrades that were made in Grand Theft Auto between 4 and 5, especially when it comes to the camera, but at the same time, it just has this feel to it. From the music that you can play while you drive around to how cars will literally cut you off in traffic, it is so New York. And it was definitely a different style of game, man. You had no flying bikes or wacky outfits or no satire overdose. It was just Nico Bellic. He came off a boat trying to reach the American dream in a gritty Liberty City that just feels so authentic. You start off broke, you're hustling from the bottom, you're running shady jobs out of a taxi service run by your cousin. And from there, the city just slowly opens up to you, man. It's just such a vibe, and the world is so immersive. The tone is just so different from GTA 5. It feels more grounded, in my opinion. And it's definitely one to check out. And it's definitely one that still works in 2025. And at number 1 is The Division. As far as atmosphere goes, they just nailed it with this one, man. Let me paint the picture. Snowy New York, Christmas lights still up, sirens in the distance. You're cold, you're under gear, you're alone. And then you walk into a safe house and you still see real players running around. It feels like 2016, man. To this day, Tom Clancy's The Division still holds up, man. The Division 2 is great, don't get me wrong, but the Division 1 just has this sauce and this atmosphere that Massive got correct, and they've really nailed it with this one. It still plays beautifully, it still runs beautifully, it still has a community around it, and the game is still being supported too. So even in 2025, you can still eat good and have a great time with this game. So if you haven't played this one in a while, or if you haven't played it, it's definitely worth checking out. It still holds up, and it's still an amazing time. So with that said, not every game has to be new to be good. Sometimes the best experiences are the ones that we forgot about, the ones that respected our time and just wanted us to have fun. So if you're looking for something solid that fits your life in 2025, you can't go wrong with any of these. And don't forget to like, sub, and drop your favorite classic in the comments. Let us know what you like best from the list. Let us know if we forgot something, maybe something that should have been added. We're always open to having conversations with you all, and we will see you in the next one.